Hey guys, welcome back to the Postack Easy Content Builder video tutorial. Today, I'm going to show you how to build a complete product page on Shopify using Easy Content Builder, just like this example. Let me quickly scroll down so you can see all the sections we'll be creating. Next to the Add to Cart button, I'm going to show free shipping and return info, a video slider, key unique selling points, recommended products. Next, we'll add a scrolling text bar and a certification section. After that, we'll include a how to use section. Then, we'll highlight key benefits and add a before and after image slider. We'll also create a video slider and a product comparison chart. Finally, we'll wrap up with a blog post carousel. Let's get started. Now let's jump right into the first step, creating a template for your product. Right now, we're in the Shopify product management section looking at a sample product. I've also installed Postack Easy Content Builder for this tutorial. I'll be making a template for just one specific product. If you need to create templates for multiple products, check out the quick start guide in the description for detailed steps. To start, open the product page you want, then click Create a Template for this product under the More Actions menu. This will take you to the Browse Templates page, where you can choose a pre-built template or one you've already created. For this tutorial, I'll start with a completely blank page. Now that you're in the Shopify theme editor, let's get things ready before we add our sections. First, disable the related product section. Next, adjust the image width. Click on Product Information and set the media fit to fill. If you'd like to show the thumbnail carousel, select that layout for the desktop. For this tutorial, I'll go with the stacked option. If you'd like to change the fonts for the headings and body text, you can do that in the theme settings. Just so you know, I'm using the Dawn theme for this tutorial. Here, you can add your logo, change the theme color, and select your preferred fonts. Let's move on with the free shipping and return info first. I'll add a divider to create a gray line between text sections. Click on Add Blocks. Choose Divider and open it. By default, you can pick a pre-designed divider under Style, but I'll create a custom 1x1 px square image for quick loading. Just click Background Image to choose this custom image. Next, set the divider height to 1px and enable the repeat setting. Since my image is 1px wide, I can only see the divider once the background image repeat setting is on. Next, I'll set no margin to keep vertical space minimal. Great, the divider looks good. Now, I'm adding icons with text for the shipping and return info. Click Add Blocks, then select Icons with Text and open it. Set the icon's width to 26px by entering the class image width 26. Feel free to adjust it as needed. I'll also reduce the items burrow on desktop and mobile to 1. Now, input the shipping and return info and the related icons. You can add more key details if you'd like. Awesome! Let's add another divider using the same steps. This keeps the shipping and return info clear. Next, let's set up the video slider. I'll add a heading for the slider. Resize it to heading 3. And set no margin to minimize the vertical space. Now, click Add Blocks and choose the video slider section. Set the video cover image's height equal to its width. And set it to show 3 videos per row on desktop and tablet. I'll select the videos I previously uploaded for this tutorial. Just a heads up, the The video slider only allows videos hosted on your Shopify store. For YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram content, use our video section instead. I have a tutorial for that. You can adjust the style as you see fit. For this tutorial, I'm displaying video icons on hover and making the video cover images circular. Awesome! Let's move on to the next heading, what makes us different. I'll use the section title here. Resize it to heading 3. And set no margin for minimal vertical spacing. Now I'll add icons with text again. And input these classes, image width 28 UKText muted. For more styling options, check our documentation. The UKText muted class keeps the text color low contrast. Set the number of items you want to display on each device. Enter text into the item title or body field. Since I used UKText muted for the body text, I'll use the body field to add my text and insert the icons. To stack all the text vertically, set the items per row on desktop to 1. Fantastic! Now, let's move to the third subheading. You may also like, I'll add a section title for this as well. Resize it to heading 3. And set no margin for minimal vertical space. Next, I'll add the item list section for recommended products. You can select an entire collection or pick specific products. For this tutorial, I'll choose a few products. I'll update the items width on desktop to 1/2 to show 2 product cards instead of the default 3. I'll enable Ajax Add to Cart, so the button appears on hover. To remove the shadow effects from the cards, I'll set the card style to no card and box shadow to no shadow, but you can keep the default style if you prefer. Now, let's refresh the front page to see our new sections. Awesome! Everything looks perfect. Let's move on to the scrolling text bar. First, I'll remove the sample section. Always remember to add section settings for any new sections in the body. This step is crucial since it helps you customize global styles like layout, spacing. The only exception is when you're adding blocks to the core product information. For that, just add the content blocks directly. Now, back to our scrolling text bar. For now, you can leave the section settings as default. Click on Add Blocks and choose Icons with Text. Next, enter these classes, scrolling duration 15 NORAP, to enable auto-scrolling. You can check the icons with text documentation for more classes that control scrolling. Then, just input your text in the title field. Lastly, let's adjust the background color for the text bar and section settings. Click on Background Color, select a gradient preset, or input your CSS hex color value. Don't forget to reduce the top and bottom padding a bit. Let's move on to the next section, Certifications. First, click Add Section, then select Section Settings. Open it up and select background color and pick a gradient or enter your preferred CSS hex color. Now, click Add Blocks and choose Section Title to create our subheading, Certifications. Type in your desired subheading and leave the other settings as they are for now. Now, let's add an Icons with Text section. Enter the class, image width 160. Fill in the title and description for your first content block. And center align the content. Add your first logo and place it above the text. Repeat the same steps for the other blocks. I created the certification section as a demo, but feel free to customize it for sections like key benefits, featured testimonials, or featured media logos. Let's move on to the next section, how to use. First, I'll add section settings just like before. Open it up and choose a 2-column layout with the first block on the left. Next, I'll add an image section since I only need to display a single image. Here, you can upload your chosen image and set its width and height. Now, let's add a text block in the right column. I'll start with a section title for the heading. Then add a tagline and increase its size a bit. Don't forget to set the text to left align. I want to add some space between the image and the text block, but first, let's resize the margin of the heading. Now, I'll go back to section settings to increase the column gap to 45 px. Looks much better now. Next, I'll add a custom divider section, similar to what I did next to the Add to Cart button earlier. I created a 1x1px dark image, set its height to 1px, and enabled the repeat setting. You can also adjust the margin to control the space below the divider. Now, I'll repeat these steps to create another text block. The space between the divider and the new text block feels a bit tight, so I'll go back to the divider and adjust the margin to small. And add a new divider. This time, I'll use a lighter gray 1x1px image. As you can see, these dividers are great for separating text blocks, making it easier for users to scan the information. In this tutorial, I used a plain color line, but feel free to get creative with wavy dividers or any custom shapes you like. Repeat the same steps for the other blocks. If your right column has shorter text, remember to adjust the left column image's height to balance the 2 columns. Perfect! The How to Use section looks great on desktop. Let's check it out on mobile. Looks good! I'm going to create a new 2-column section. First, I'll add section settings and choose a 2-column layout with the first block on the right. Next, I'll set the column gap to 45 px and leave the other settings as default for now. Then, I'll add a before and after slider section and add the images along with their text labels. Now, let's work on the first text block in the left column. I'll use a section title like earlier in the tutorial. Just enter the heading, tagline, and description. Now I'll add icons with text again. If you want to adjust the icon size, just replace the 32 in the class with your preferred value. To stack all the text vertically, set the items per row on desktop to 1. Then, add the heading, description, and the icon. To finish up this section, let's set the item margin to medium. That looks much better. Next, I'll add a button section. Just add the text label, URL, and customize the button style as you like. Finally, hit save and refresh the homepage. Awesome! Our new sections look perfect. Alright, let's dive into the review section. I'm just setting this up as a placeholder for now. First, click on Add Sections and choose Section Settings. Then, set your background color. And leave the other settings as they are for now. Next, I'll add a section title. Just type in Customer Reviews. To tidy things up, I'll set the margin to no margin for less bottom space. I'm adding another section title, and this time I'll include a description and a quote icon. Finally, I'll just resize the icon a bit, and that's it. Now, let's add a video slider. First, click Add Sections and choose Section Settings. Keep it as default for now. Next, click Add Blocks and choose the video slider section. We'll set it to show 4 videos, but only on desktop. Now I'll pick the videos I uploaded earlier for this tutorial. Just a heads up, this video slider only supports videos hosted on your Shopify store. If you want to show YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram videos, use the video section instead. You can find a detailed video tutorial in the description below. Alright, I'll enable the video icons by default. Finally, click Save and let's see how the video sliders look on the front page. Perfect! Click on a video to view it in the modal. Let's move on to the table section. Start by clicking Add Sections and selecting Section Settings. Just leave it as default for now. Then, click Add Blocks and choose the section title section. Enter the heading and description for the table. Since the description is a bit long, I'll set its width to 700 px and increase the bottom margin a bit. Now, let's add the table section. First, create a spreadsheet in Google Docs or Excel, placing the comparison content side by side with the heading in the first row. For the CTA button, be sure to follow the exact format outlined in our user guide. Next, download your table content as a CSV file. Open it in your preferred text editor. Copy all the content and paste it into the table data field. In the table card style field, enter these classes as shown on the screen. UK Table Divider, UK Card Small. You can refer to our table user guide to see all the classes available for styling. Now, set a primary column and add the extra classes for it as shown on the screen. I'll change the button style from primary to secondary and add an or app class to keep the label on a single line, which works well for longer text. Next, let's add featured images for the main heading. Skip the first column since there's no content there. Upload the first image and resize it as needed. Then do the same for the other headings. Just a note, I've prepared circular images in advance, but you can use any custom shapes you like. Finally, I'll set the first column and row as heading to bold the text. Hit save and refresh the front page to check out our new table. Awesome! The table looks great. Let's wrap up with the article carousel section. First, click Add Sections, then select Section Settings and choose your background color. And leave the rest as default. Next, add a section title and set the heading to Get Personalized Advice. Then, add an item list. Here, you can display a list of articles from the current blog or the default Shopify blog, news. Feel free to customize the settings to your liking, and that's it. Let's quickly check the mobile view. I want to tweak this video a bit, so let's head back to the video slider section and adjust the items per row for mobile. Great! Now we have 3 videos instead of 2. Everything looks good now. Let's take a look at our new product page on the front end. Remember, you can customize the content of each section and reorder them to suit your niche. That's it. Enjoy adding those sections to your product pages. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments section below.